Los Angeles has a way of swallowing people, John. Chews them up, then spits out whatever story sells best. Problem is, some people don't stay buried beneath the story.
That sounds ominous enough to cost me sleep already.
January 1947, a young woman found dead in a vacant lot, cut clean in half, no witnesses, no arrests, no shortage of people trying to turn the whole thing into mythology.
Black Dahlia. Knew this file was coming eventually.
Yeah, most people think they know this case. Truth is, most people only know the nickname.
That's usually how it goes. The person disappears and the legend sticks around longer than the body does.
Elizabeth Short, 22 years old, moved to Los Angeles, chasing the same thing half that city was chasing. A different life.
And Los Angeles answered by turning her into folklore.
Newspapers and city helped too.
Yeah, because LA doesn't just create celebrities, it creates mythology. That's the thing about unsolved murders. People don't remember the dead. They remember the feeling the dead left behind.
And what feeling's that?
Depends on the city. Los Angeles? Usually guilt. January 15th, 1947. South Los Angeles. A woman walking with her child notices what she believes is a discarded mannequin lying in an empty lot. That was her first mistake. Los Angeles had left something far worse out in the open. The victim was 22-year-old Elizabeth Short. Her body had been severed at the waist and carefully positioned in the grass. The investigators noted there was almost no blood at the scene, which told them immediately she had been killed somewhere else and transported afterward. Whoever left her there did not panic. They'd taken their time. That detail stood out. A body dumped in fear looks far different from a body arranged to be discovered. The responding officers understood very quickly this wasn't going to be an ordinary homicide. The scene itself was shocking enough, but Los Angeles, in 1947, it was already a city addicted to spectacle. Once the murder hit the papers, the investigation changed, because from that point forward, police weren't just hunting a killer anymore. They were fighting the public appetite surrounding the case. The newspapers gave Elizabeth Short a new name immediately, the Black Dahlia. It sounded dramatic, cinematic, mysterious. Exactly the kinds of things that sold copies on a cold January morning. The problem was, once the nickname appeared, well, the victim started disappearing beneath it. That happens more than people realize. The public rarely remembers the person. They remember the version built by headlines. And the headlines in this case spread like gasoline. Reporters flooded the investigation with rumors, speculation, unnamed sources, and leaked details. Witnesses started changing stories. False sightings poured in. People inserted themselves into the case hoping to brush against notoriety. Some wanted attention, some wanted money. A few wanted to feel important. Before investigators had a clear timeline, the city was already manufacturing the mythology around the murder. Then came the confessions. Dozens of them. Some false, some impossible. Some coming from people who clearly wanted their names attached to something infamous. Police chased leads that went nowhere, while reporters printed theories faster than detectives could eliminate them. Every day the case grew larger, louder, and harder to control. That's the part most people skip when they talk about the mythology behind the Black Dahlia. They focus on the imagery, the mystery, the nickname, the noir atmosphere. But underneath all of that, there was a homicide investigation slowly drowning beneath media pressure and public obsession. The longer that went on, the harder it became to separate evidence from performance. Because by then, Los Angeles wasn't just investigating Elizabeth Short's murder. The city was consuming it. The crime scene became a tourist attraction. Reporters competed for exclusive details, papers exaggerated facts to keep readers interested. Investigators withheld evidence while simultaneously leaking parts of it. Everyone wanted ownership over the story, and somewhere inside all that noise, Elizabeth Short started slipping away. She became less of a person and more of an idea, a symbol people projected things onto. Hollywood ambition, corruption, sex, violence. The darker side of Los Angeles itself. Once a case reaches that point, solving it becomes harder. Not because there aren't suspects or lack of leads, but because too many people start benefiting from the mystery staying alive. That's what makes this case dangerous to examine all these years later. Not the rumors, the conspiracies, not even the killer. It's how easily a real murder got transformed into entertainment while the investigation was still happening in real time. When that transformation happened, the Black Dahlia stopped belonging to the police and started belonging to the public.
You know what the papers really killed in this case?
Silence.
Los Angeles never was much good at waiting.
Cases like this need room to breathe. Instead, every headline came crashing through the door before detectives even had the scene sorted out. No, that city was built to sell people dreams faster than reality could catch up to them. By the time the public got hold of this thing, Elizabeth Short was already disappearing beneath the nickname.
The Black Dahlia. Catchy name. Good ink. Terrible thing to do to a person.
That's the problem with legends. Once people fall in love with the story, they stop looking for the truth underneath it.
Think the case would have survived this long otherwise?
No, but I think Elizabeth Short deserved better than becoming serialized entertainment before they'd even buried her.
Funny thing about people, they say they want justice, but most of the time, they want mythology. You know, they used to call Los Angeles the City of Angels. Feels more like a city full of lost souls waiting for one.
That's dangerously close to poetry.
Occupational hazard. I think certain cities collect unfinished things. Old grief, old violence. Stories people keep feeding long after the truth's gone cold. And after a while, people stop remembering who died. They only remember how the story made them feel.
Yeah. And somewhere along the way, Elizabeth Short got buried underneath the Black Dahlia.